Good evening, everyone. It seems as though YouTube has broke chat for Prism Live, so that's interesting. It seems as though YouTube has broke the chat for Prism Live app. Not a surprise, really, as they break many things. Remember, we can't even stream like this horizontally from the YouTube app because it's broken. It doesn't work. That feature physically does not function. We've talked about this before. YouTube doesn't fix it. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. If you join in the chat, well, you're probably going to sit here and dox people's real information in the chat. And all that. Because again, the chat has an error. So yeah, that's a problem. Anyway, yeah. Conveniently, that's disabled and broken. Imagine it. So, I just finished speaking with YouTube and reporting again through an actual chat again. According to the person I talked to, they were a real person, and I believed them. And I will say that the live chat was considerably better this time. The person was much more they seem much more responsive and understanding to the situation. So, yeah, and that's, I'm not going to really talk about it too much other than that. Again, I've made all the people aware who are being doxxed that their information is being doxxed. Again, it's on every one of those streams that he has, just has that personal information over top of it during the stream. So, like, the stream would need to just be removed. So, you know, every one of those that has one, you know, that stuff on it, that's the point. Like, it's just every single one of them. So, keep in mind, if anybody is in chat doxing information or talking in chat, you can't see chat. Failed to load, as YouTube normally kind of does with stuff lately. They've just been really screwing up my channel lately. Again, the YouTube app itself, I can't even stream like this. It physically doesn't function. I've shown you guys what happens when I try to do it. Not really sure why YouTube seems to sit here and try to pretend like they don't know about things, but again, it was working for a very long time until it wasn't, and then it was fixed for a little bit, and then it went back. As soon as I started talking about how it got fixed, they changed it back. So again, when we hit the button to go live horizontally, and it says that it fixes the orientation horizontal, it literally does not do this, because it does a countdown to go live. Again, there's no countdown anymore. It doesn't freaking do that. And when we go live, it does this countdown, and not only that, it says you must switch your orientation to horizontal as soon as I hit go live, even though I already just fucking did it. So the point is, YouTube just, like, breaks everything. And again, we can do this just fine, Prism app. We did it just fine, the YouTube app, for so long. There are so many things that just break about my channel. You know, like I said, the feature to trim and cut breaks all the time. The save button should be, you know, a save, and then it should open up an options menu for save or save as new. It shouldn't just save as new only. It shouldn't just copy the whole new stream to a new stream. I should have the option to trim as I always have. So that way I can trim sections of my stream off if I desire to do so. Yet YouTube has broken this feature for me. It's an absurd amount of times. Just an absurd amount of times. So, regardless of why it's happening, why, any reason they're going to rationalize these things are happening, they're constantly happening, they're constantly breaking about my channel. Just like you guys realize YouTube sets your bit rate based on your location, your internet speed. Okay, if my bit rate isn't correct according to YouTube, and that's why they're shifting it around all over the place, and also conveniently when this guy is reacting to my streams, watching my streams, and clipping my streams, only then, conveniently then, is when they're shifting the bit rate around. If they're going to go ahead and lie and say that that's why, and it's because of bit rate, then they're the ones setting that. Again, they're the ones that upped my bit rate when I even suggested it years back, and even I said, man, they should just, the point is they shouldn't do that unless they know it's correct to do that. And yet, after I said something on a stream, they did it. So thus proving YouTube does listen. They do modify things. They do change things based on what you say on the stream. I mean, come on. So, just sitting here actually, pretending like YouTube doesn't know, and they, it's just getting old. I mean, that shit's as old as time for me. It's the same stuff the entire 4 years I've been on this platform. And, again, we can sit there in a stream and literally prove over and over and over that it's not the internet. We can sit there and do that over and over and over and over. Doesn't matter how many times I have to prove it. Stable connection is a stable fucking connection. I literally just sit here and prove it, screenshot after screenshot, if you want. And regardless, the more I prove it, the worse things are going to get. That's the point. So, I mean, yeah, the support, the person acted like they cared, at least this time. But that only goes so far, in my opinion, with YouTube. Because, again, somebody clearly at YouTube, kind of does this stuff. Again, remember when we were watching 365 stream, remember this. We were watching 365 stream, and I told you guys, I physically showed 365 too. I sent him the screenshots of when he was telling me about the Prism app in his chat. And conveniently, as he was telling me about the Prism app and how it's a free app I can use to go live and stuff like that, YouTube then proceeded to lie to me and convince me that 365 stream had ended. They brought up the end stream thing, they started counting down. They did it twice in a row. And conveniently right then. Conveniently right as I was talking in his chat, talking about those things. Again, twice in a row, they brought up the end stream thing, and he didn't end the stream. He was still live. And it started counting down, and again, suggesting something that is very obviously opposite of both of our political, what we agree with politically. Very obviously opposite of those things. And it just suggested, again, it just ends the stream and suggests the most opposite of things that you would think that would be suggested after a stream like that or something like that. It just doesn't make any sense. The point is, he never ended the stream. YouTube was doing that. They did that as he was conveniently telling me about how I could use the Prism app to go live and stuff. They just did that. And they brought it up twice in a row, and the point is, that's really messed up. You know, I sent him the screenshots to kind of show him, like, so he didn't think I was just, like, making it up, you know, that, you know, I don't want him to think, you know, like, it's like, I'll text him, ask him if he ends the stream right as he's streaming. I don't want him to think, you know, I'm trying to disrupt the stream. It's like, no, I really just wanted him to know, like, that's crazy that they would actually do that just because he was trying to, you know, help me out with something, like, tell me about something. This is what I experienced. If I help anybody, if I tell anybody anything, if I help anybody with anything, YouTube literally just hurts my channel. They retaliate. They, like, literally just, like, no, you can't do that, and like, harm my channel somehow. This is the sort of thing where, you know, again, it's pretty easy to see what's going on when it's happening so often. And, you know, like I said, I'm not going to really talk about it too much. I'm not going to talk about, you know, the chat or anything, what I discussed with YouTube or anything. But like I said, they much better this time. Much better. You know, last time the guy I talked to literally just ended the chat. Like I said, this time that's not the case. This person did seem to care. It seemed to matter. And that's the point. It should matter to anybody. Like, if it was your family, or somebody was just doing that, of course you would. Like, immediately you would start immediately, and he would too. Like, he would immediately change his tone if it was his family. Like, that's the point. Like, anybody, literally anybody. Well, maybe not Elon Musk. He doesn't seem to care about his kids, but like, you know, most people, I should say. Said his own kid was dead because he was woke. I mean, that's pretty dark, man. That's pretty messed up. And then didn't he bring the other one? Was that his kid, or was that... Yeah, didn't he bring him in, like, the White House briefing or something like that? And then, like, it was just, like, a totally inappropriate... I don't know, I gotta get caught up on that stuff. I've been busy with things. Let me get something here, and then... yeah, again, I just... chat is not functioning conveniently. So if somebody's sending messages or doxing or anything like that, again, YouTube systems should automatically remove it. There shouldn't be they should not be able to do any of those things. They really should not. But you know, I'm pretty sure they're watching after that report earlier. Pretty sure that's all I'm gonna say. Like, pretty sure they're gonna be paying attention after that. Like, again, it's really seemed like they actually, you know, responded this time and seemed to, you know, I guess, care this time? I don't know. We'll see. Believe when I see it. Okay, so apparently Cavill got Bond. Apparently that's a thing. Apparently that actually happened, but they tried to keep it under wraps. Yeah, apparently it actually happened a while back too, but they tried to keep it under wraps. I think it leaked. Yeah, because it's so far from... Like, I don't even think they're filming it yet. And it just, like, leaked, you know? I think. Because, like, you can't even really find an entry for it yet. But you can find articles, like pretty valid. Like, I found one on off IMDb actually confirming. I'd say that's pretty valid article off IMDb. So that's pretty cool, because I definitely wanted him to be Bond. I love Daniel Craig, but if he ain't gonna be Bond anymore, do you know, aren't they like, they're around the same age? Maybe I'm wrong about that. I just know Daniel Craig don't want to play Bond. almost gave it up many times before. But that's okay, because it'd be cool to see Kevin. And now that he's more experienced too. I think honestly it was all for a reason. It was good, I think again, Daniel Craig's Bond movies were phenomenal. Right. We had arguably the best Bond movie of all time. Skyfall. Honestly, it's really, really hard not to pick Casino Royale because it was so good. Love that. Casino Royale was so freaking good. It was every bit as good as GoldenEye, in my opinion, if not better. GoldenEye was not my favorite Pierce Brosnan film, though. Probably Tomorrow Never Dies. I really liked that one. That one was pretty good. That was probably my favorite Pierce one. Die Another Day was just awful. Sorry, I just didn't like it at all. I like the music. The acting was fine. The music was fine. They just didn't think that the plot was plausible. It was just cheesy. It was pretty cheesy. Ridiculous, man. That was the point at which Bond started to get a bit more believable, and Pierce Brosnan, that was kind of the point, is he had a certain grit about it that felt a bit more real than some of the old school ones where, he's shackled to a table and there's a very slow moving laser or something like that, Obviously that's a little bit ridiculous, I know that. So obviously his was a bit more realistic than that. And then so on. Obviously Craig, even more so, So yeah, just Die Another Day just didn't fit that bill for me. It just felt like one of the Sean Connery ones, kind of. And that's fine. I just didn't care for it. Like I said, plot-wise, story-wise, I'm still probably giving the movie a 6. Let's be honest. It's not a 2 or anything like that. It's still a high production value movie, and good music. Like I said, decent cast. So it's not failing on all points. Donna did the same song for that one. It was actually better one than you. What was the third? The World Is Not Enough. That one was pretty good. Because Pierce only did 4, right? So yeah, Die Another Day. He did 4. Well, it was GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies. I think The World's Not Enough came next, and then Die Another Day. I feel like I may be skipping one, actually. There may have been one more. There was probably one. It's 10 years ago, that information would have been readily available. Well, like I said, I like Craig. I like Daniel Craig. Thought he was a perfect culmination of all of the Bonds put together. It was very obvious. I thought he was, exactly what Bond needed. For, like essentially at the time that he was cast. I think there's a movie too that sort of like fit that bill, right? It was called like Layer Cake or something like that, right? I think that led to, I think they saw him in that, right? But yeah, anyway, Cavill auditioned for Bond like way back. 2004, 2006. Whenever Bond originally auditioned, like Craig, he was auditioning too, and obviously Daniel Craig got it, and I think that leaked. But yeah, like again, they announced this a while back, but it was just rumors. Like we all wanted him to be Bond, but I think it all got taken down, and then the point was, I think that it got like actually confirmed or leaked on purpose, sort of, So yeah, anyway, I wanted to get on and say thank you for taking it seriously. Hopefully they, they actually remove things, but I won't hold my breath. I'm sort of always like half rolling my eyes at YouTube because I've been talking about a lot of stuff and reporting a lot of stuff that they haven't taken down or done anything about. So I hope that they take this seriously. There's a lot of things, a lot of factors to consider, and a lot of reasons to take it down. And basically no reason not to. So, yeah. I know it's a lot of content, but the point is, when I'm reporting every stream as I see it, and it's got somebody's picture in it, like they're like, where are you reporting? It's like, through the report button? What do you mean, where and what? Are you kidding me? There's a fucking report button. I'm hitting the report button on the stream. I'm literally reporting that stream. I'm doing it over and over and over to many other streams too. Like, how are you pretending like you're not getting these things? I've been reporting this shit for a long time. Years. Literally the whole time. I've just been sending reports. They're not doing anything. Like, kind of like all the other stuff I report. Anyway, thank you again. I hope that they take it seriously, as I think they are this time. So I want to say thanks for doing that. And hopefully we can address the YouTube app. I don't know what the fuck that's about and why my chat never works. But again, hopefully you can address all of this.